And it's great to see you again. So very frothy times right now in the startup world. Let me tell you a few stats. Average valuation for late stage startups, $1.6 billion. Deals are larger. They're happening faster. Your customers are all startups. So if the environment cools, some of them fail, which they inevitably will. What is Brex's risk? How are you hedged for that?
Look, Brex today serves not only tech startups, but any business in the U.S. We have customers going from early stage startups all the way to mid-market traditional companies in the Midwest, right? So we're definitely hedged against anything that happens in tech. And also, I think one thing that's helps us in that is the fact that we're not only on a credit card anymore. We have now Brex Card and Brex Cash, which is our corporate credit card and business cash management account. But today we're also launching Brex Premium, which is a software layer on top of Brex Card and Brex Cash, in which you can have spend management tools and bill pay integrated with Brex. So for example, today you could replace your Chase business account, your Amex corporate card, your Bill.com, or your Expensify and Concur with Brex in one place. So because of that, we're also have a lot less credit risk because there's a lot more products that our customers are using as well.
Right. That's a good point. But you're also not the only one to do this. We're seeing an increasing number of fintechs expand into other financial services. As you do so, you're coming up against kind of behemoths in the space like Square and PayPal, but also traditional banks. What's the ultimate ambition here? Will you guys seek a bank charter potentially?
We have applied for a bank charter in Utah, but the vision for Brex is creating what we call all-in-one finance for businesses. What we wanted to do is maximize the power of every dollar that flows through your business with the goal to reduce unnecessary spend and time away from your core business, right? So we want you to spend time doing what you do best instead of worrying about finance by creating this all-in-one integrated solution. The traditional solutions of the players that you mentioned are very segregated. You have to integrate 5, 6 companies for a small business or a medium-sized business to run efficiently. We want to do all of that in one single place.
The way this plays out in the market, sales and marketing often tends to be a big defining expense. You can get around that with the right partnerships. Oftentimes, these spaces consolidate, and the more powerful players end up buying up smaller ones and getting their customers that way. What do you expect to happen?
Well, if you just look at the banking market in general, it's not an extremely concentrated place, right? And there are many, many banks in the U.S. that, have like really large market caps because they're really good at serving certain niches better than the big banks. And I think that's something normal for a market. It's not a winner takes all market. But the way we're approaching it is by not only doing the banking kind of banking services, right? We do corporate cards and business cash management accounts, but also software products on top of it. And I think that generates like a big differentiation that's really hard for the legacy players to do because it's really hard for them to build technology. What we've done at Brex is we basically rebuilt the entire core stack from scratch. We don't use any kind of legacy software or old bank software. We built everything from the ground up with the most modern technology, and that allows us to innovate and keep building products while traditional players stay stagnant.